do we have?
We have Hazel, our London Haze.
Hello.
Um, Hazel, Donna just pointed out that me being here is all your fault.
It's all your fault.
What kind of? Well,
She's
not
sort of
all my fault.
she's holding a little grudge, I gotta tell you.
I can't take that much responsibility. I think Gemma had a lot to do with it.
Thank you. I said the
Also
same.
true. But Hazel, you
And maybe your mum a little bit. She encouraged you.
A little
love
bit.
it. That's true. But
Little bit.
ultimately, she is the happiest, chillest that I've known her to be, even though we just talked about high anxiety. But that's right there.
That doesn't take away from
Hazel,
my happiness.
we are so happy that you could join us, but also incredibly grateful for the bridge to the UK that you opened and facilitated with us and for us. Also, the loyalty and support that you gave us just by being available and being around and sharing stories with us and in the chat room too. You were just one of the many who counted on seeing each other every Wednesday. So
And a couple of times, like right in the studio, right there. Sending us snacks was the most fun we had, opening that box and trying all kinds of disgusting, weird prawn cocktail chips and scampi fries
those
and
are disgusting. But
lion bars and
the chocolate, remember, we saved the chocolate. Like it was so good. We
She
and we
buys
had
it all the
precious.
time now, Donna.
yeah.
She buys the crisps with the funky flavors and the chocolates, everything. She buys it for herself now,
Yeah.
all the time.
Like now I get it.
yeah.
But yeah, from the get-go, Hazel, I also remember you sending us a bottle of champagne when we got the MLR patent and all that kind of stuff. And just it just added to the excitement of that day. But yeah, we had a conversation with Shannon from Sweet, and
Okay.
we told her our truth, that we couldn't afford to get to New
New
Orleans
Orleans.
to the terminal. Like we knew we had rooms, but we didn't have a way or means to get there. And you fixed that, and you also encouraged us to get the passports. I think if I could have paid money to see Hazel's face when we said we didn't have passports, honestly,
Hilarious.
yeah.
Unbelievable. Right.
But
Who
Well,
yeah,
knew?
because it's unheard of over here, so it didn't even cross my mind you wouldn't have a passport.
Right. In 2009, nothing was even like where were we going and who was even traveling like that? No one in our circles was traveling like that
no, no,
except Gemma,
no.
really. So yeah.
Yeah,
And there was no chance you were going to Australia at that point. So you were not ready. I had never applied. I think I got mine a week before we left.
yeah,
1 week.
That
yeah. There
sounds
was a
about
rush
right.
on that. There was a rush on that. That's for sure. And you
Okay.
hosted all of us
Yep.
for that Elfest trip. I mean, we were all in your house, and you had a million rooms, and there was someone in every one of them.
Well, that's true. I think you were probably over here by then, Denise, and then
Yeah, it
Donna
was.
and the guys came over. But yeah, my house has never been quite as full as that.
We were at max
That's certainly
capacity.
true.
Such a beautiful home and a beautiful garden.
I'm not sure
and
my neighbours have recovered.
and that's why she had to move to Peace Haven.
Yeah, that's
Denise,
why we had to
because
move to
they
Peace
never
Haven.
recovered. They never recovered. Hazel, we're kind of doing memory lane with everybody. Of course, we have so much more with you as well, but we're asking like how did you find the show? How did you come across just either the show live or as a podcast?
Well, it was actually as a podcast because clearly with the time difference over here, it would have been really difficult to find you live.
Yeah.
And I think I'd had my moment of realization that I was gay, and thought, okay, Well, it's a good job there's this internet thing now, because I can start having to look around and find out what that means and where my people are going to be.
Wow.
And I was just absorbing any kind of content that I could find out there. And then I stumbled across this little podcast. I think it must have been on iTunes.
Yeah.
And started downloading them. And to say, obviously, you say I've had a big impact on you, but you guys may have a massive impact on my life as well. So, yeah, just stumbling around trying to figure out who I was and where I was going. I found you guys, listened to a few podcasts. Can't remember what happened, but something made me send an email. We got chatting. Denise phoned me a couple of times, and I don't think I've ever been on the phone for as long as I had.
Yes.
Like hours after we connected.
Right. Yeah, we were like, yeah.
So there was, and then she said to me, "I wish you were here. We could go out." And I said, "Well, that could be sorted." So I booked a flight and come over to see you for the weekend.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I do still remember, Donna, arriving at your doorstep, having been tipped out of this car that you sent for me, standing there thinking, "Where the hell am I?" And I knocked at the door, and it was very seriously so tentatively opened. Our doors don't open outwards down here. Actually, I say that my new front door does, but normally they don't open outwards. And then you were standing there, and I think Denise was hiding at the other end of your flat, your condo, waiting to see who was going to rock through the doorway. And Vicky was standing there with a camera pointed at me.
Of course.
Thought, what the hell have I done?
That's funny.
But
I remember that. I think I have
gave me the
pictures.
biggest bear hug ever.
Yeah.
And dragged me in.
Yeah.
And then Denise then stopped being shy and suddenly came over and started chatting. And it was like we'd known each other for a long, long time.
Ever.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I'm so flashing back to the kitchen in that condo with the round table.
We threw out the vodka. We went out to Prosecco's.
Yeah.
She tried to feed me these tiny, tiny gherkins.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then sleep was for wimps. I came home tired as I'd ever been, but it was a really, really fun weekend.
That was great.
That was super fun.
We have an award from Hazel. We have a statue with like an acrylic statue with best podcaster. I don't even remember, but I do have it packed away. And I don't remember if you brought it with you and presented to us. But we probably have pictures of that too. We'll have to find it. It was just delightful, absolutely delightful. And that was just
Hazel,
one of many.
Hazel was part of my birthday surprise when you guys snuck Gemma in, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I sorted the flights out for her.
Yeah. Well, that in that way. Exactly.
So we all knew. We all knew about it then. You were the only one that didn't.
I was the only one that didn't. Thank you.
Oh my God. And she sent me to get drugs, and I came back with a bag full of drugs, also laundry. It was that was perfect. Really perfect.
Yeah, I think I was talking to Denise as you were driving back, and she was so pissed that you were taking so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Vicky was there trying to act like she was fiddling with the camera and taking pictures of Gunther, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Why are you still here?
That was not. Yeah. That was hard and worth it. Every second of that was worth it. I know those pictures are somewhere, so we'll share what we have.
Yeah.
So then we got to meet other people through Hazel. So Hazel. Well, now my timeline is
Denise hooked me up with Claire, because Claire was a listener and she lived not far away from me, a couple of miles down the road.
Claire and Fred, exactly.
And then Kirsten was in that mix.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think we snagged Carl all on our own when he heard about anal bleaching.
Well, yeah, I did used to pay. I did used to play Carl clips of the podcast as we were driving down to Brighton to go to the casino.
Oh my God.
And he was just raw with laughter the whole way down.
Oh, that's so funny.
And he said, I have to meet these people. So he
did. Yeah,
But he still talks about anal bleaching to this day.
to this day.
We gave good information and it was useful. And I appreciate
I'm
that.
not saying he's done it. I just said he talks about it.
He's
No, I
fascinated.
understand. And
He's
that's
fascinated
fine.
by it.
That's fine. He's fascinated by
It is.
it.
It's hysterical.
So Denise,
But
I
yeah,
don't remember, did you travel before you then moved
yeah, twice.
to England, to
London.
London, to okay.
Yeah, because I came back loaded with facts, such as Guy Fawkes Knight he's the guy that created England.
Right, that right.
Yeah.
Created England. Yep, yep.
And then the second time I think it was because
I took you for a nice little drive down the country lane, Denise.
yes, yeah, my first exposure to a single track road was fantastic. And then we went to like a women's soccer game, right? No, rugby.
Rugby. Went to the Women's
Rugby, if
Rugby
it was
World Cup.
Hazel.
Yeah. I just remember because I had never really flown internationally, and here I was doing it like myself, right? And so I got to the immigration at Heathrow or whatever, and the guy was like, what are you here for? I was like, I'm going to watch the women's rugby match. Like,
He's such a greenhorn.
yeah, like such a bonerhead, right? He was like, great. Where are you staying and how long are you gonna be? It was like, oh my God, it was so funny. Like I just flubbed every minute of it. And then that was the
And
first
they let
one.
you in, but they let you in anyway, right?
They let me in anyways. But then I also remember going to the pier, right? Brighton Pier with Fred and Claire, and a little Olivia was just little. And that guy Mike, who was
Yeah, yeah.
former Aussie living in England. He was like a Manchester guy. He came down, Mike, can't think of his last name.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. That was fun.
That's true.
We did like every British thing. We went to Madame Tussauds, we went to Harrods. Like I was literally like a tourist,
We
you know,
went to that lesbian-owned cafe, didn't we? Up and had the baba ganoush and stuff.
cauliflower almond soup. Yeah. First, what?
The food. The food.
First base,
First stop, first out.
first out. That was it. Yes. That was my first
So these are all
introduction.
places, Denise, that you told me about when I said, well, I need to start going out, and you said, oh, try these places, and reeled off
Yes.
all this.
We featured them on
You
the
created
show.
my social calendar for the first year, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
And the Long Cloud in Hoxton. We went there. It was like a gay coffee place.
The
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
cloud.
Yeah.
That one
Yeah.
I don't remember. But
Yeah. I think that was one of the things we did once I moved here, but it was one of the things I like talked about when we did the show. Yeah. But yeah, it was like honestly good times. And we just
You got to meet Lizzie Doe. We went to that pub in London, but it wasn't open.
Lizzie.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that was
forgot Lizzie. Oh
we
wow.
literally slept at a pub. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait,
Slept
what?
at a pub.
What do you mean?
But
Like
that was for
upstairs?
the go-go fest, yeah, And I don't know how we ended up having to get the rooms at the pub, but that is how that went down. And they were like hobbit holes, like really short doorways,
It was probably an 18th century pub in the middle of nowhere, and
tiny
the
little
rooms were
beds.
tiny, and the beds were even smaller.
Oh my God, they were like doormats. Yeah, brutal. But that was,
Not as bad as the Bank Hotel.
oh yeah, that was pretty bad.
Do you
Who did you
remember,
go to
Denise, when we
Amsterdam
first
with?
went into London?
When
And
we-
we were in a taxi going down to Trafalgar Square, and I said, that's Buckingham Palace. It was
Yes.
the back door. And
I'm like, really? It looks like a shithole. It was so filthy, where the people, what you don't see, it was like weather beaten and, whatever. It's old. And if you would have asked me going around the back of that, if that was Buckingham Palace, I'd have said like, nope, that's a shithole.
It was gorgeous.
And we
That's
came
the
I think
around
they were
the
the worst
front.
taxis
Yeah,
I
we
ever
came
heard.
around the front. Yeah.
But when you took me, we got to see the Queen's porch. That was like the most impressive,
The balcony. Yeah.
where the Queen would stand and wave.
Where she
And
waved.
Yeah.
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 Who
That
did
was
you
You
go
got to
to
see the front door.
Amsterdam with?
Amsterdam?
Kirsten and Mandy. the first time, and then
Mandy.
Kate and Angie the second time.
The one that shaved their chin in the red light district. Yeah. Yeah, that was a gift from Hazel, really. Mandy is the gift that keeps on giving.
100%. Even I got to meet
100%.
Mandy the one time
Yeah, it
face
was
to
important to have all the players, you know, there at the backyard barbecue there at Hazel's before you left, the meat
Yep.
fest. And yeah, so that you got to meet Kirsten, Mandy, pretty sure Fred and Claire were there, no?
No, but we had
Carl.
gone to their place, but I did get to meet Carl.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
wanket.
So you got to meet the players. Yeah.
Right, right.
It was just like just the most fantastic memories going so far back. That's what this like whole
This whole trip,
episodic
this whole
this,
thing,
this whole thing
this whole
is about that.
decision to
Yeah.
kind of Hazel, do you remember what year that was? Like how
When you
when you
guys came,
first came out? No, when she first
Oh,
found
was
the
it
show.
2011?
No, she
When I
left
first
in
found the
20.
show,
Yeah.
that was 2009, 2008, somewhere around there, I think. When was the
Well,
sea
you
cruise?
came on the cruise, right? So it was
yeah,
before the
that was
cruise.
Yeah,
2009.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was November
yeah.
2009. So we had already
So,
connected by then.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I think it was there was a Christmas party that I told Gemma she could have a job, and then she moved in for 3 years with
Oh,
Denise.
that's right. You were here for the New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
The New Year's Eve party, yeah.
When we did, was that the potato bar party? Was there baked potatoes for everybody that year?
I
I
don't
don't
I don't
remember.
remember.
think so.
I was a blur. It was a very big blur. There were a lot of people
Yeah.
very blurry in my house that night. Me and Vicky were like,
Yeah.
okay, everyone can come. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Everyone
lots of
should.
fun.
That's for
Lots of
sure.
fun.
That is
Well, Hazel, you've been that and so much more to Denise and Gemma, but also to me and watching out for my best bud and making sure she was safe and cared for and had a comfortable place to be. And I love the fact that as close as you were living first living together, but then just around the corner there, and that you all made the decision to be together here too. So, and now you're sisters. So that's even more wonderful that it's all one little pod.
Cool. All right, guys.
Thank you for everything.
Have a look.
Grateful for you and that you took time to hang out with us is even more fun.
Oh, thank you.
indeed.
Sorry about the
Indeed.
video.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
Next time.
fine. Next time. It's totally
Time.
fine. It's all about the memories. We don't really, that's the fun part, just
And you're
chatting
still
about
making them
Well,
together, which is even
Yeah.
better.
I made a decision to actually phone in for this one anyway because that's how I used to do it. So I was
Yes.
saying
That
this
is
is my
also
way of talking
true.
to people.
So true.
Well done.
So
Well
true.
done. Well done.
Oh,
Thanks,
good,
Hazel.
good catch up. Thank you, babes. Talk to you later.
Yeah, take it easy. Bye.